Have you ever felt like life hit a reset button you'd never asked for? Maybe you've moved to a new city, lost someone you love, or you're just staring at an empty chair at the dinner table. If ordinary days feel heavy and long, then the ancient story of Ruth might just be for you. It starts with famine. A family is driven from their home in Bethlehem. In a foreign land, a woman named Naomi buries her husband and then both of her sons. All that's left is grief, debt, and 2 other widows their daughters seem broken. Naomi decides to return home, feeling completely empty. One daughter-in-law, Ruth, faces a choice. Go back to her own family, to what's familiar, or follow Naomi into a future of complete uncertainty. Her decision is one of the most powerful vows ever spoken. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. They arrive back in Bethlehem with nothing but the clothes on their backs. But empty hands can still build. Ruth doesn't wait for a miracle. She starts with what she can do. She asks to glean in the fields, a humble, lawful practice of picking up leftover grain. She shows up early, works through the heat, and comes home with food. There's no spotlight, no grand gesture, just a faithful, steady rhythm. Go out, gather, come back, share, rest. Then, on an ordinary day in an ordinary field, a landowner named Boaz notices her. He doesn't see a foreigner or a widow. He sees her hard work, her loyalty, and her deep care for Naomi. He speaks a blessing over her, saying, "May the Lord reward your work, and your wages be full from the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to seek refuge." Under his wings. Think about that. It means shelter, steadiness, belonging. But belonging doesn't just show up like a package delivered to your door. It's formed like a pattern through consistent action. Ruth keeps showing up. Naomi, seeing this, wisely plans the next step. Boaz, in turn, protects Ruth's dignity, telling his workers not to bother her, and ensuring she has access to what she needs. Faithfulness meets kindness, and suddenly, a path appears where there was none before. You might be standing in a similar field right now. Your resume feels thin in this new city. Your friends are in a different time zone. Your prayers are short because you're just so tired. But hear this. You don't have to fix your entire future today. You can start with 3 quiet moves that will change the very air you breathe. First, choose one person to contact. Maybe a friend who feels like a mentor, or a neighbor you've spoken to a few times. Second, choose one place to return to. A community group, a class, a volunteer team anywhere people meet regularly. And third, choose one practice to keep. Something simple you'll actually do. 10 minutes with a good book, a short walk after dinner, or just writing 3 honest lines in a journal. Small isn't weak. Small is repeatable. And what's repeatable becomes stabilizing. It gives your week a gentle spine. Pick one time, one corner, one simple prayer, like 7:30 a.m. tea by the window, or the park bench after I do the dishes. Maybe your prayer is just, "Give us this day our daily bread," or "Under your wings, I take refuge." These routines are like rails that carry you forward when your feelings are all over the map. Try reaching out once a week, not asking for favors, but for information or a chance to serve. Ask simple questions like, "I'm new here, what would you recommend?" Offer to help with the small things, setting up chairs, making coffee, cleaning up, and always follow up with a thank you. Maybe even share one thing you did based on their advice. This is what gleaning looks like. Today's not about chasing the spotlight. It's about making steady contact with real opportunities. Notice how the story of Ruth guards dignity. Naomi's deep sorrow is acknowledged, not glossed over. Ruth's hard work is honored, not romanticized. Boaz isn't a magical shortcut around hardship. He's a man of integrity using his power to protect, not to show off. The whole story unfolds through lawful processes, patient timing, and faithful presence. It's holy, but it's also incredibly ordinary. Now, there are a few traps to avoid. Don't compare every new situation to your old life. especially not in the first few weeks. Honor what you've lost, but let what's new be new. Don't let one awkward conversation be the final verdict on an entire city or community. And never, ever bargain away your voice just for a fragile piece that can't last. You are allowed to be new here and still be whole. You are allowed to learn slowly, and you are absolutely allowed to choose people who choose you back. Think about the team of Naomi, Ruth, and Boaz. Naomi counsels, Ruth listens and acts, and Boaz responds with integrity. At the threshing floor, Ruth's request is brave, specific, and within the law. Boaz handles it with clarity and care, settling the legal matters publicly at the city gate. He restores what was lost. The child eventually born from this restored family becomes an ancestor of King David, and ultimately, of Jesus. From gleaning in a field to a story of redemption that is bigger than anyone could have imagined. So, what does this mean for you on a regular Tuesday? It means you're small. Faithful steps aren't just side quests, they are the main path forward. It means you don't need 100 friends. 1 or 2 people you can call is a powerful start. It means God's covering isn't just a nice quote for a coffee mug. It's real presence for bus rides, break rooms, quiet kitchens, and late-night tears. Let's imagine a simple 3-week plan. Week 1, write down 3 names to contact, 2 groups to try, and 1 daily ritual. Then, send just 1 message. Show up to 1 meeting. Keep your 1 ritual. Week 2, volunteer for the least glamorous task. Ask 1 person for 20 minutes of their time, just to learn how they got started. Week 3, follow up with a thank you. Tell them 1 action you took, and add 1 more small commem, maybe your main group, plus 1 other midweek touch. By the end of those 3 weeks, you'll have a small circle. 2 numbers you can call, 1 room that expects you, 1 practice that steadies your breath. The problems might still be there, but you won't be facing them alone. Listen again to Ruth S. vow, promise of loyalty in the middle of loss. Your people shall be my people, your God my God. And listen to Boaz's blessing, a promise of covering in the middle of work. Under his wings you have come to trust. When you're sitting at your table and that wave of grief rises, picture those wings. They were broad enough for 2 travelers who came home with nothing and found that nothing is more than enough for God to work with. If you need words for your prayer tonight, feel free to borrow these. Lord, give us this day our daily bread. Under your wings, I take refuge. Guide me to the 1 next right step. Put a date on the calendar. Place a chair by a window. Send 1 message. Show up once. And repeat. Empty hands can still build. Ordinary fields can still open into redemption. The same God who watched over Ruth in the field walks beside you as you begin again. Thanks so much for watching. If this story gave you a little bit of courage, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.